It's a great option for people with lower body injuries who still want to get a good cardio workout. Our core, our lats, and the back of our arms. Hey guys, it's Nick at CrossFit Southpaw, and I'm back today to talk to you about the SkiErg. The SkiErg is a piece of cardiovascular equipment that often isn't programmed directly into workouts, but is used as an option. It's a great option for people with lower body injuries who still want to get a good cardio workout. They can't row, they can't bike, they can't run, they can't jump rope. On top of that, it's a great core workout when done correctly. Because it's not often addressed or programmed directly into workouts, it's often overlooked as far as mechanics and how to teach it. There are some things we can do to maximize our efficiency and not only get a better workout, but also work our body in a better way and stimulate the right muscle groups. What we're looking for in the SkiErg here is primarily going to be our core, our lats, and the back of our arms. You're also going to find a lot of engagement in the back of your legs, your glutes and hamstrings, some in the quads, and then our shoulders as we cycle back up. The SkiErg is very similar in structure to the rower. It's the same mechanism, it's made by the same company, but there are some major differences as far as how we want to approach this when we get into a workout. When we do the SkiErg, the common thing to do is look at the handles here and to think that we need to pull down. That's correct in the sense that that's the direction that we want to go, but that's not how we want to move the handles. What I'm going to do from the top here and how I teach athletes to do this is set up with the handles in a fully extended position. I'm going to get tall, and then I'm going to begin by driving down using my core. So my hips are going back and I'm driving down. It's very different from most movements that we do in the sense that we're creating motion towards the ground. A lot of our movements, squatting, cleans, deadlift, are all moving away from the ground. So we're pushing it against it. The SkiErg, we're pulling towards it. So it's most similar to sledgehammer hits, slam balls. Same basic principle. My hips are going to move backwards. I'm getting into my good morning position. Hips are moving backwards, and I'm keeping my core braced to pull that down fast. Once I get proficient at that and I have the right way of engaging the movement, I'm going to start to use my arms and back muscles to finish off and create a powerful stroke. So we're looking for there, engage, tuck my elbows and flick. Engage, tuck, flick. Engage, tuck, flick. Before we move on to some of the flares and little tricks that can help you maximize your efficiency in this movement, I want to address the way back up. Just as I explained it, we're focusing on the way down, and what we'll often see is that people do a great job focusing on that and developing those patterns, but they neglect to get back to full extension. So we really need to make sure that as we're coming back up here, I get down to the bottom, I'm going to go all the way back up and get to the top of my extension here. So what we don't want to see is this. We need to get all the way up to get a really powerful stroke from the top. So again, tuck the core, pull the elbows, extend the arms. A couple little things that we want to look out for on that is that once I get to the bottom here, this is my bottom. This doesn't add any extra tension on the string. I'm not doing anything by doing this. So as you're pulling down, if you find that you make a big arc with your hand going behind you, you're wasting energy. We need to pull down to the bottom where we have that tension, and then that's where we're going back up. The final thing that you'll see people do, and you may wonder why, is more of what we call a butterfly pattern on the way back up. So I'm going down and cycling back up. All it does, it's a little flare, it's a little add-on that prevents you from needing to stop the energy going one direction and go back in the other. It allows us to convert that downwards energy we've created into sideways momentum and go back up to the top. So we're essentially harnessing the power that we've generated on the way back down and converting that into lateral energy rather than stopping it, using energy to stop the movement and then restart it on the way back up. The final thing that I want you guys to note is that our cadence on the machine is going to be significantly higher than it is on the rower. On the rower, we talk about keeping a cadence in the 27 to 30 range. On the ski erg, your cadence or your strokes per minute is going to be upwards of 40. The rower, we're pulling out and then recovering on the way back in. Pull out, recover. On the ski erg, it's a much faster cycle time. Once we understand the skier and how to use it, we can think about putting these all together to keep a fast cadence and really burn through calories, burn through time, and we get on this. Guys, that's Nick from CrossFit Southpaw talking about the Concept 2 Ski Erg. I hope that's helpful. Look forward to seeing you soon.
CrossFit Southpaw, we guide working professionals through cutting-edge workouts that transform you into a strong, successful, and confident individual. All it takes is a willingness to reject mediocrity and a desire to strive towards excellence.